If you're looking to max your badges and hit 99 overall in just a few days in NBA 2K22 next or current gen, then be sure to watch this entire video. But first, before we hop into things, if you're tired of grinding badges in NBA 2K22 next or current gen, then be sure to hit up my boys over at Hero Grinders. Top links in the description. Also, if you could do me a really quick favor and scroll down and press that big red subscribe button, as well as like the video, that would be greatly appreciated. The gameplay footage you guys are gonna see is going to be on next gen. However, these methods definitely do work on current gen as well. So starting things off with probably the most important badge category, and that is going to be shooting. For this method, I would recommend equipping either the LeBron or Kobe Bryant size of escape package, since in my opinion, they are just the most effective for this method. When you're not grinding badges, you can just change it back to whatever you want it to be. So what you're going to want to go ahead and do when you are inside the game is just go a little bit inside the 3-point arc, then hold turbo and flick your right stick down to do a step back. Once you have done the step back, just immediately shoot and you'll get an open shot every single time. If you do have a couple of badges, I would recommend throwing them on Sniper or Hot Zone Hunter. But two really underrated badges for my career specifically is Lucky Number 7 and Volume Shooter. If you want to see my top 5 shooting badges in 2K22, check out the video in the card up above, or just wait till the end screen pops up. The next badge category we are going to be talking about is going to be playmaking. The general strategy for playmaking is to call for a screen by holding left bumper, then go around the screen and dot the roller. If you have a high pass accuracy and you have a really good dunker in your team, then I recommend throwing lobs, since it gives you way more badge points than just throwing a normal pass. However, if you do have a low pass accuracy, or you're just not very good at throwing lobs, or you don't have a good dunker in your team, it's completely fine. Just do a normal pass. You still get a ton of badge points. If the pass isn't there the first time or even the second time, just bring the ball out and call for a screen and repeat the method. You could probably do this 3 or 4 times per possession. Also, you don't need to make a perfect pass. A lot of the time, if you just get the ball close enough to the basket, the big will end up making the layup unless they're getting contested by a really good big man. One tip that I do have is to occasionally have your big man do a slip by tapping left bumper right before they do set the screen. This doesn't work every single time, but every few possessions I usually do this and it's really effective. Sometimes the defenders will help out, which makes getting playmaking badges really difficult. So all you're gonna need to do is just dot whoever's open. And once you do this once or twice, they'll usually stop helping. But even if they do persist, just keep dotting the open shooter, since you'll get a lot of badge points this way anyways. If the defenders start doubling you, then just dot whoever's open. They'll usually make it, which gives you a pretty good amount of badge points. On to the third badge category of today's video, we are going to be talking about finishing. The way that I've gotten pretty much all of my finishing badges is by going to the wing and then pressing left on the D-pad to pull up the plays and then scrolling down to quick isolation. Then once I have done that, I just need to do a crossover or a hezzy and then speed boost past my opponent and do a dunk. If you've gotten really good at the aggressive dunks, then you can do those, but it's not really necessary since I can get contact dunks super easy anyways. Also, if you do play online a lot, you'll see that you get a ton of finishing badges. So I would recommend not really prioritizing this for my career. Finally, for the defensive badge category, this is a very interesting category, since it's not really something that you can just repeat endlessly, but it's more situational. The first thing I would recommend doing is, as soon as you get into the game, press right on the D-pad to do a full court press or trap. This will allow you to get a lot of easy blitzes and bump steals and other things of that nature. I didn't really get a lot of clips of this because this build doesn't have a great steal, but you can definitely get a ton of steals just by holding turbo and running towards the ball handler's ball side and then pressing square. You also get a pretty good amount of body ups, which also give you a ton of badge points. Beyond this, I would recommend occasionally double teaming and going for steals. But mostly what you're going to want to do is just stay in front of your man and get good contests. If you have a high block rating, then I would definitely try to help out and get as many blocks as possible, as well as rebounds. Now we are going to be talking about what to do after you have maxed badges and just want to hit 99 overall. I'd recommend doing either just the playmaking method or the finishing method. In general, I would recommend not doing the shooting badge method after you have max shooting badges, since you really don't get that many points towards your overall. If you have a very good dunker on your team and you have a high pass accuracy, then definitely do playmaking and throw lobs. Throwing lobs is still the best way to hit 99 overall by far. However, I know that a lot of people have low pass accuracy, which is why if you can't throw lobs, then do the finishing method. You can get so many contact dunks since there's literally someone sitting in the paint every single time when you call the quick ISO. Also, when you are grinding to 99 overall, don't forget about defense. No matter what badge category you are grinding, you should always be trying to get as many defensive badges as possible. Teammate grade also plays a massive factor on the amount of points you end up getting. So make sure that you aren't getting a lot of fouls or misassignments or anything else that will just hurt your teammate grade a ton. Before we wrap up the video, let's just talk about a couple of current gen specific things. Now, for current gen, obviously there are pie charts, so it's a bit different. Basically, you're going to want to grind whatever method is inside your pie chart. So if you've blue in your pie chart, go for finishing. If you've green in your pie chart, go for shooting. If you've yellow in your pie chart, go for playmaking. And if you've red in your pie chart, then prioritize defense. Doing what is in your pie chart just gives you the most possible points, which will help you hit 99, or I guess 95 in this case, as quickly as possible. Then the grind from 95 to 99 is a bit weird. So what you're pretty much going to want to do for this is actually grind shooting badges, since it'll allow you to go up by 25 and let you sim out. As long as you're hitting your shots and getting takeover, you should still get a 99.9. With that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the video. If you found the video helpful or enjoyed it, drop me a like and also subscribe to the channel so you know if next time I'm dropping some more gems on y'all. Click one of the videos on the screen, such as the best shooting badges in 2K22. Go follow my Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.